Hello everyone, my name is John, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through the framework for this Handyman Scaling System. Now, I've been telling you about it, and people want to know, well, what is this thing? So what I'm going to do is just kind of lay out the groundwork, the framework, so to speak, for the system and how it's going to work and how it's going to take your business to 20,000, 50,000 or more per month. So I'm just going to kind of lay that out, and then we'll get more into the details of how that works. But right now, what I kind of want to do is just kind of paint a picture for you. Start to get some paint on the canvas and start painting this picture for you so that you can kind of start seeing how this thing works. So with that being said, let's just jump right into the video. Now I've kind of trimmed this thing down into 3 basic parts, and I'm going to lay those out for you here. And that'll be plenty to get you to that 20 to 50 or more $1,000 per month mark. Number 1 is going to be our online presence, and that starts with our Google business profile. Now, we're working with Google. This is absolutely critical for us to understand. We have to understand just how important Google, just the role that Google plays in our business growth. And if Google had a favorite child, it would be the business profile. So it's very important. And we look at and I'm going to go into great detail on this Google business profile, because this is the first step in separating yourself from your competitors online. And that's going to deal a lot with just making sure that your Google business profile is set up correctly. You have the correct categories. Everything is optimized. All the boxes inside that profile is checked. We want to make sure that, because that business profile is going to also sync or coincide with your website, which is the next thing. Now, you notice I said a functional website. I didn't say pretty website or any of that, because quite frankly, your customers, that plays such a small role, how pretty your website is. Sure, you want to look professional, but functional is far more important, because if not, a customer, it can look pretty all you want. But if it's not functional and a customer cannot come onto your website and have a good user experience, they're going to bounce and they'll just go to the next one. So that's very important. And for those that don't have a website, listen, this is one of those things, and it's just a matter of being aware of what it takes to get to the next level in your business. You have to have a website. It's part of being professional. It's part of looking professional. And it's part of capturing those leads that you would otherwise lose if you don't have a website. Because you're in the business as a handyman of going into people's home. And for a lot of your customers, they're going to want the confidence that they're dealing with a professional. And you don't even have a website. So, I mean, it's very important. Now, you can grow a business without a website, sure. But if you want to separate yourself from your competitors, we're going to need a functioning website. Next is social media channels. Have at least 3 social media channels. And I'm going to show you how we're going to use these social media channels. We're going to go into all of this in great detail. But your social media channels, the content that you're going to be posting to them is not to socialize. We're not using social media to socialize. We're not using it for content people can go through and scroll through and watch stuff that's entertaining. No, we're using it to let people know that we are in business, we are professionals, and we do a great job, and we have the proof to back that up. This is what our social media channels is going to tell you. So when people click on that button, or they go on Facebook and looking for a handyman, because some people will, they'll find your business on social media or on YouTube video, or Instagram, or LinkedIn is how they'll find you. So it's important that we have information on those channels, and that information that's on those channels is going to be the jobs that you do. It's not going to be articles and cat memes and all of that stuff. No, we're not putting wise quotes or anything like. No, we're putting our work on there, before and after pictures and stuff like that. That would show potential customers that they're dealing with a professional, and they can choose our business over our competitors. And last is Google review automation. Now, it says automation. We'll talk about that a little bit later in another slide. But having those Google reviews and building those Google reviews is another thing that's going to set you apart from your competitors. Because Handyman, overall, in general, don't collect Google reviews. Many businesses don't, not just Handyman, or not collecting Google reviews. But Google reviews are very important. People trust them. We're talking about north of 90% of consumers trust Google reviews. So what will happen if you think, and I'm going to show you some samples, but just get this in your mind. If someone goes online and they see a list of handyman businesses and all of them have about 50 or 30 or less, and then one has 350 or 380 or 400, what are the thoughts you think they're going to start forming in their head when they see that? Well, this is the business I want to do business with for sure. Next is going to be your lead gen systems, and that's going to start with your AI chatbot on your website. Now, it's ironic, but and a lot of people don't know this, but understand this: you're going to have a lot of customers don't want to talk to you. I know you're a great guy, you're a great girl, you're a great handy person, but you're going to have a lot of customers they don't want to talk to you. We're talking about 40 or 50% of people would rather talk to the chatbot than to talk to you, because they have questions that they need answered, and it's a whole lot easier for them to type that in and the chatbot give them the answer they're looking for than picking up the phone call and talking to you. And the chatbot that we're going to use, and I see a huge mistake that people make with these chatbots on their website. And the chat widget, it's not a chat bot, it's a chat widget. And what'll happen is when you click on it, it'll ask for your name, phone number, and then a message. And that's it. That's incorrect. I'm going to show you how to use a chat bot effectively. Next is going to be your contact and your free quote form. Now, I've seen these two used interchangeably or used as one form for both. It's just called different names in different places on the website. This is another big mistake. These are two different things. So when someone says they want a free quote or a quote, and they click on that and they put their name, email, and whatever text they're going to put in there, how's that going to help you? And they submit that. They say, okay, I got a busted pipe. And you get that. What are you going to do with that? I have a name, a phone number, an email, and a busted pipe. Someone saying they have a busted pipe. How's that going to help you? It won't. Now you're going to have to contact them to find out what it is they need. And it just complicates the process. And again, it goes back to that user experience. We want to make things easy for people. Put your name here, your phone number, your email, and some pictures. That way we can formulate an idea of what you need done. So we contact with you, not asking questions about what you need done. What pipe? Is it a plastic or a steel pipe or any of that stuff? We have pictures, so that way we can have some more information to go off of. And it just makes for a better user experience. It makes it easier on you as a businessman, because the handyman, you guys are busy. So you don't have time for that. So we just make it easy for people. Now, if they have contact, if they want to contact you, have a question, that's a different form. But that's not a free quote form. That's not what we use that for. Next is call tracking and follow-up automation. So we want to keep track of all the phone calls that come into our system. Now, tracking your phone numbers is going to give you data. This is part of taking your business to the next level. We need to be informed on the phone calls that come into our business or the phone calls that we receive. Because if I ask, and I know it because I work with handyman, if I ask a handyman, how many phone calls are you getting a week? They don't know. It just don't know. So we need to track that. This is important data. It's part of being a professional businessman. This is the part of taking your business from a handyman hobby to a handyman business. This is what this is all about. And call tracking and automation follow-up. And that comes with the next thing, which is the missed call text back. So when somebody calls you and you're not able to answer the phone, we have a system set up to text them back automatically. And I'm going to show you that system. And with this system, that way you capture 100% of the calls that come into your business. Because handyman, here's what I know. Because I work with handyman. If I call 100 handyman businesses online, I go to handyman in anywhere in the United States, you name it, and I go through 100 and I call 100 of them, you know how many people I get to answer the phone? Maybe 10. The national average for a small business in general is about 40 to 60% of calls are missed. That's a lot of missed phone calls. With handyman, I know from experience, it's way more than that. And in a way, I understand why, because we got so much spam. I mean, so many spammers, people just with automated calling stuff. And you just don't have time for that garbage and nonsense. Well, this eliminates that so that you weed out that nonsense and get only the people that want to do business. That way, when you make a phone call, you're talking to a potential customer and not some robocaller or telemarketer. It eliminates that. Now, I'm going to show you that in this training. Number 3 is going to be closing and follow-up. Now, with this, we're going to use a workflow automation, which means that every single person that does business with you, every single job that you complete, they're going to get a follow-up email and text message. We're going to follow up with our customers and let them know that, hey, we appreciate you doing business with us. And you know what? They'll appreciate that. You know why? Because handyman are not doing that. Well, many businesses, not just handyman businesses, are not doing that. So we're going to follow up with them and let them know that we appreciate them doing business with us, because we do. Then we're going to follow that up with a Google review request. Now, the way we're going to do this is we're going to ask them to rate our business, rate the job that was done. 1 to 5 stars, rate it. Give us a rating. And they're going to give us a rating. And if that rating is 4 to 5 stars, then we're going to automatically redirect them to our Google business profile to leave that review. Now they're leaving that review, that 4 or 5 star review, on our Google profile. And now you're building your Google business profile reviews, and you're separating yourself from your competition. Now, get this through your mind. Think about this. Here's what I want you to think about. Let's just say you're doing however many, 20 jobs a week, or 60 jobs a month, or whatever it is, 30 jobs a month. Doesn't matter. The number doesn't matter. And out of those, you capture 50, 60, or 80% of those reviews. And now you're building those reviews. How many reviews do you think you'll have on your Google business profile in 3 months, in 90 days? By the time frame that we have for this training. How many reviews do you think you'll have? Hundreds and hundreds of reviews. And your competitors still at 40 or 30. So now when someone goes onto your business pro, or they go to Google Handyman in your area, and they pull up the results and your business comes up and you got 550 and your closest competitor got 30, who do you think they're going to do business with? This is the next level in your handyman business. This is what that looks like. And I hope I'm starting to paint this picture in your mind of what's possible. Next is going to be customer base building. We're going to keep a database of all our customers. Now, I'm going to come back into full frame for this, because this is that important. Keeping a database of your customers is a literal ATM machine. ATM, that's not enough money. We don't have enough money. This is a mint. I mean, this is printing gold bars to have a base of customers, hundreds and hundreds of customers. Now I want you to think about this. Say you have a customer base of 1,000. You've built it up, because now we're tracking it, and now we're keeping a database of our customers. And in a year's time, or however long it takes, doesn't matter, you have 1,000 customers in your database. Think about this. If a customer does business with you because they had something broke in their house, do you think their house is now eternal? You think something else will break somewhere along the line? Absolutely. And what's going to happen when that happens? They're going to go right back on Google. No. We're going to change that. Because instead of going back on Google to search for a handyman, they're going to know who they can call. Why? Because now we're keeping track of all of our customers in a database. And every month or so, we're going to send them a text message or an email just to let them know that, hey, we're here. And they're not going to delete you or block your messages. You know why? Because you're not pestering them. You're just sending them a message every now and then just to stay top of mind. So that when they do need something else, who do you think they're going to call? They're going to call you. I hope this thing is starting to come together in your mind. And last of all is the video testimonial. Now, this is just the icing on the cake. It's not necessary, but it's absolutely powerful. If you can get a customer to leave you a video testimonial, that is absolutely gold. That's a gold star on your paper. When you get that on your profile and on your website and on your social media channel, because we're going to use that video testimonial, we're marketing that thing. A video testimonial is an absolute bar of gold. And potential customers will absolutely choose your business over your competitors when they have a video testimonial of a past customer raving about the work that you've done at their house. And I'm going to show you how to get those reviews in this training. So I hope I've done a good job of painting a picture of what's in store for you in this training, and I hope you will follow along. I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to lay everything out on the table for you. I'm not holding anything back because I know this is the thing that can take your business to the next level. Without question, you will grow your business. You will double your income without question, guaranteed. That's how sure I am of this. And I'm going to show you everything. So I hope you will follow along. We will see you in the next video.